loser stays home, and we are underway in the AFC Championship game. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd and 8.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Buying time to his left. He's got a 1st down past the 30.
Allen on the keeper.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed. They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Chark, 53 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the fumble. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 32-yard line. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And what I really enjoyed about that run and what made it so impressive to me was how he improvised along the way. Sometimes on a big play, you just get the football and you take off in a straight line and go. But this time, how about the artistry of that play? That looked a little bit like a Picasso to me.
He covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. He's just got to be thinking, I hope that's not a harbinger of things to come. Very first pass of the afternoon picked.
And where do you go from here? Because when you start that way, do you allow that to seep into you and stay with you the rest of the game? Or do you find a way out of it? We're going to find out.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
Allen off the play fake. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Allen now on first down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on his first drive. Instead, second down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Darnold. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The man with over 1,000 catches, Jason Witten, the intended receiver. But now it's third down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and 10. Darnold. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 30.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find them at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snub, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
But they certainly got dented with that 1st down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
2nd and 6.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Darnold. And he is caught at the 7-yard line.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
2nd catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a 1st down. tight end. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, it's tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Play action, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Going to give this one to Singletary. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Davis on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Jets.
2nd and 9 from the 44. AFC title game, second quarter action. 2 minutes to play. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us, as always, as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 53. On 2nd and 9, Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down, eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bills will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return, here's a speedy Jamison Crowder. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock, give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Come on, guys, dig deep.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Andre Roberts is deep for Buffalo. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Play action. Allen going deep for Diggs. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Come on, baby. Stephon Diggs. 54 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
28, Jets 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
That's how you get fired, baby. That's how you get fired.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Oh, way in. Touchdown, New York. Ty Johnson. 35 yards. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit. It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
That's the score. Bills 28, Jets 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Singletary again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 44, Allen on the slant. This is Chark. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And with the play clock at 5, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back. Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead. On 2nd and 2, Darnold airing it out deep for Smith. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown. Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Darnold from the gun. Smith catches left side. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction. Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. Darnold completes it.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. He's got this one completed to Mims. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
Singletary to get the drive started. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go right back to Singletary. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Nice ball on the stop. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught by Beasley. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, 83 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I think the reason that this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already. So he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A first down throw, Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Ty Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on 2nd and 6. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
On 1st down, Singletary. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Singletary. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves them with a 3rd down and 8.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the losing side. In a couple months, they may look back and say, wow, it was a great season. But right now, I guarantee they're feeling no sugarcoating on this one.
And you can already see the T-shirts at training camp next year, can't you? Unfinished business. Because they've got to find a way to motivate these guys to go through all the same pain, right? All the same tough stuff, and find their way back and give themselves a chance to win this game again next year.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship.